Hello, everyone. My name is Megan Ellsworth here at metalcoffeeshop.com, and I am back again with one of our favorite influencers, Randy Chaffee. Hi, Randy.
Megan, how are you?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here with you and excited to talk about this month's topic, which is sustainability. It is Earth Month, so it's kind of fun. This month's question is, how can contractors use sustainability in their business and sales? So I'll let you take it from there, Randy.
Sure. No, I think it's a great question and it's timely, right, with Earth Month. And I think there's two places I'd come to from that. One is from the side of, I think, wherever you fall on the whole state of the earth thing. Some people don't care at all. Some care a lot. A lot of people fall in between. The point is, we do have to be good stewards, right? And whether you go way, way, way crazy to where you're looking for every salamander that walks down the side of the road or whatever you're doing, there's different levels, and that's okay. But I think the point is, we only get one go around, right? And so I think it's important that we do the best we can do to be cognizant of that. But also from the flip side, from a sales and marketing standpoint, which is probably where I come from a little more, or a lot more, is that it ought to be part of your marketing and branding consciousness, I think, because there are a lot of people that feel pretty strongly about that, rightfully so. And I think if we, as salespeople, as marketing people, as branding people, make sure that we let our customer base out there know that everything we're doing, whether it's on the manufacturing end where I come from or from the builder installer side, is we're doing everything we can to give you the best project that we can, following all the safety and all the things that we do for our people. But we're also trying to be cognizant of materials and what we use and other options to use recycled products, other options to use maybe more longer term products that don't end up in a dump 40 years from now, but you might get 80 years or whatever the case is. I feel like the real reason obviously would be it's just better for all of us, for our kids and grandkids and great grandkids, right? That we just take care of what we got. But from a marketing branding standpoint, I think it's also something that we don't want to lose sight of, that we do care. We're not just out to make a buck only. We're not just here to throw a job on as quickly or as inexpensively or as expensively, depending on what side of the gambit you come from, right? But we're going to do it with some forethought. And so I think we should do it for the right reasons, but not forget that there's definitely some marketing, branding advantages to doing that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like you said, so many people care about sustainability and look for contractors or manufacturers that have those policies in place. And maybe that's their Google search, like contractor that uses recycling or whatever. So right. I think looking at that is important, like you said.
Well, I think it is. And I think that if there's a lot of things that in society with 8 billion plus people on the planet, there's a lot of things we're not going to agree on. And that's okay. I think that's what makes the world probably a great place. Is hopefully you can disagree and not have to fight over it. But there's one thing that's a little hard to agree upon is we should just do the best we can with what we're doing on the job site, on the manufacturing process. And I know most of my manufacturers that I'm blessed to work with put a real cognizant effort into what they do on the inside, the materials they buy, what they do with the materials, how they handle materials, with that sustainability in mind. And I just think it's important, and I think it's important for the contractor, installer, builder to do it himself on the job site, but also to search out, like you said, the people out there that put a concerted effort into trying to do it the right way. I think if we all do it the right way, it might not make drastic improvements overnight, but it's everything incremental, right? And we make the little incremental steps every day together. And I just think at the end, in the long run, it's just what we ought to do. And forget the marketing end of it, even though it's hard for me to say that because I'm kind of a marketer, brander kind of guy.
Yeah.
But I don't want anybody to construe that I would say we should only do all that stuff because it's good hype and some branding campaign. Right. I think you should do it because it's the right thing to do. and it makes sense to do, but there's nothing wrong with getting caught doing something good either, right? From a branding, marketing standpoint. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So. Well said, Randy. Any other last thoughts or pieces of advice for contractors or manufacturers out there?
No, just what we've kind of touched on, Megan, but just make it an effort. Make it part of your day-to-day process. And again, nobody's going to change wherever they are now. And even if you're not particularly in that realm at all, or haven't paid any attention to it at all at this point, that's okay. Just take small steps. You don't have to go from where you are now to completely green next week, because that's not going to happen. It'd be an impossible. You'd go broke trying to make it happen, right? It's not going to happen. But start making a cognizant effort to take small steps, baby steps. I'm a big believer in incrementalism, right? You know, it's like in the world of sales. Most sales are never. I guess I would say most sales are always incremental, right? Most good things incrementally happen, and you win incrementally and you lose incrementally typically. And so you don't have to go for the home run. Just hit a single. You know, get a base on balls, get a single, steal second. You know, sooner or later, you just keep doing those things. And I think, like most things, Megan, they have a tendency to grow legs of their own after a while. And before long, if you're doing the little things, and this can apply to almost anything, not just this subject, but if you start doing the little things, then you're building upon a foundation every day. And pretty soon, it's almost like we're kind of being down this road of being kind of green, if you want to use that word, and didn't even know it. And it's kind of painless because we just sort of made those little steps, and all of a sudden it's just sort of what we do every day. So, but it's a group effort on the part of everybody within your employ, right? You got to get everybody on the team to understand this is what we're trying to do, and there's a reason for doing it. And I think it's that's the biggest thing is be incremental. If you're already doing a lot, then just do little bits more, because a little bit on a lot is already a lot, right? If you're doing nothing, a little bit can seem like a lot real quickly because you're starting from zero. So either way, either place you're on that spectrum, you can get some really good results pretty quickly. Just be cognizant of it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well said, Randy. Thank you so much for this month's response. And I look forward to hearing more.
You got it. Cheers.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next month.
You got it. Bye-bye.